Hi, it's Martin and welcome to another video on my Knit 365 YouTube channel. Today's video is episode 5 of Vlogtober. I just had to re-record that because I went, hi, it's Martin and this is episode 5 of Vlogtober. And then I froze, I was like, that doesn't sound right. I'm not sure how you folks would feel if I started messing around with the intros and the ending. Anyway, episode 5 of Vlogtober. It is currently 5:45 on Tuesday, the 10th of October. I haven't long got home. I'm feeling very crazy today. Work has been manic. I've not done anything that I wanted to do, really. I've just been reacting to things, which is fine. We all get days like that. But it's 5:45. I'm on my fitness regime. I need to exercise because today is an exercise day. But I also need to get my steps in because I've only done 2,900 steps. And I'm trying to do between 8 and 10,000. So not only do I need to exercise, I also need to go for a walk. I also need to cook tea. I need to have a little tidy up. Mark's not here. He's gone to Bristol for 3 days with work. I need to do some knitting. Like, the table is still a mess from the weekend. So it's like, this is the whole point of Vlogtober. It's behind the scenes madness. So I just thought I would do a quick intro. We'll go out for a little walk. We're going to go to the barrage. We're going to do a full barrage. We have like half a barrage. I'll show you when we go out. But we're going to go for a walk in a bit. Then when I come back, I'm going to have a little potter around while I cook tea. No idea what we're having yet. Me. There's no one else here. Otherwise, they'd be cooking my tea. Yes. And then I need to get my knitting. I'm looking there because it's there, but I can't pick it up because I've started to join the triangles and it's we'll talk about that in a bit. Right, I'm going to do my exercise. You're not going to see that. 20 minutes, high intensity HIIT. It's called a high intensity workout. I'm not sure if it's that high intensity when I do it, but who knows? Anyway, I'm waffling, I'm going, we'll be back in a minute. We'll go for a walk. Boom. Hello. 6:20 now. I'm a bit croaky and a bit out of breath. Exercise done. You don't want to see my underneath, it's a bit sweaty. Gross, I know, but that's why you're here, for the behind the scenes fun. Right. And breathe. This is probably going to be too windy to use. I hope not. I'm on the barrage, so I'm literally at the top of the bay. And this is 2.8 kilometres from the flat. So this is a full barrage. So the way I walk home takes it to 6 kilometres in total. So when we want a good walk, we do a full barrage. That's Penarth up there, where my brother lives. One of my brothers. He doesn't live there, he lives in Penarth. It's also where Rainbow Ange from Yarn and Yarns lives, in Penarth. Yeah. So I've just done a full barrage. Wasn't really feeling the love, did my exercise. Need to get my steps in. Feel a bit crazy today. Life, work, knitting. It's all feeling a bit much. because it's now 7:15 and I'm not home to have my tea or sit down. But anyway, on we walk. So yeah, that's a full barrage. Half a barrage. I don't know how long that would be. Half the way. It's not quite half the way. I'll show you in a minute if it's a good moment to film. But I think half a barrage is just over a kilometre. No, maybe about 1.5 kilometres. So if we want to just stretch our legs but not do a full, we go halfway. There we go, there's an insight into my walking life. I have some exciting news to tell you next about an awards ceremony that I'm going to tomorrow, and I will talk to you about that when I'm home and there's no wind. Can you hear the sea? As he falls off the curb. It's very windy here. I have no idea if this footage is making it in. We will see when I edit it. So I'm home. Some of that footage was very windy, I believe. I haven't watched it back yet. So if you saw footage with music playing over the top, it was really windy. Yeah, so I'm going to do a bit of knitting in a bit. I'm just making a bit of knitting in a bit, yeah. I'm just cooking tea. I'm having like a little stir fry. But tomorrow is the finals of the wool Eisteddfod. Hello. So it is now Wednesday. Oh my God. It is now Wednesday. I didn't tell you about my exciting thing when I got back from my walk last night. I had a little potted around, I did a bit of tidying, I made my tea, and then I did some knitting on my shawl. Spoiler, I have got a triangle that will become a square. So I've done triangle 1 you saw, I've now started attaching triangle 2. I stopped knitting about 10:30 last night. I was just too tired, so I went to sleep. But I hopefully have a quiet evening. So I'm going to put this video live on Thursday. I've got a quiet evening today. So when I finish work later this evening, I can then just sit down and knit. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything. But my exciting news, I am on an adventure today, and I'll put a little bit of footage in this video, I think, so coming up, but I might do a separate video for it at some point. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen that my sheep to skein video series has been shortlisted in the wool creator category for the Welsh Wool Alliance first wool Eisteddfod, which is amazing. So the Welsh Wool Alliance, in association with Wool Wales, in order to try and promote Welsh wool businesses and people in the industry and promote Welsh sheep farming and producers, have created the wool Eisteddfod. Now, if you're not Welsh, the Eisteddfod is the National Eisteddfod is a competition that takes place, or a festival that takes place in different locations around Wales every year. And as part of that, there are competitions and awards, and yeah, it's a festival celebrating all things Welsh. So the Wool Eisteddfod is a festival celebrating all things wool. There are 8 or 9 categories, I think, from wool producers and wool creators, and I'm not going to talk about them now because I'll forget one. I will definitely do a different video about it. But I was shortlisted for the final of the Wool Creator Awards. So I'm going to the award ceremony at lunchtime. Ellie's coming too, because of course I wouldn't have been able to make my sheep to skein series without Ellie and her lovely sheep. So Ellie's coming. It's 11:30 till 2:30. There's going to be some Welsh politicians there as part of like a cross-party initiative to again promote Welsh farmers and wool producers and makers and creators and all the rest of it. All of the, I'm guessing all of the finalists will be there. So there's a networking opportunity to get to meet everybody else that's been shortlisted. So it's super exciting. So yeah, I'm working from home today. I'm going to get ready in a bit and head there for, I think there's like an introduction and a bit of networking. Then there's the awards ceremony. Then there's a lunch and more networking. So it's going to be amazing. I don't really like networking. I get really shy. I've said this before. If you see me at shows, I won't really generally go up to people. I wait for people to come and talk to me because I get really shy. And I find small talk really hard. So the networking bit is going to be a challenge, but Ellie's going to be there. So it's fine. I'll be with Ellie. It'll all be all right. But yeah, so I'm just like super excited to be shortlisted, and what will be. But just to be shortlisted and have that recognition almost in the first awards for the new Will Eisteddfod that my little mini series got shortlisted. So yeah, small brag moment, if that's okay. So I'll try and put a bit of footage in from that. And of course, in this video, I'll let you know the outcome. And any behind the scenes gossip, scandals, dramas. You never know at an award show. Although it's at lunchtime it's next door to the Welsh Parliament building. So I'm sure it will be very sensible. And I've got to come back to work. My boss has given me a couple of hours off to go to it, but yes. So I'm going to go and think about getting ready and then head off to the ceremony, and I'll take you with me, of course. And then this evening, I'm going to do some more on my shawl. Spoiler again. I really like how it's joining together. I will film when I get a bit further. It's a bit fiddly because this is obviously only attached a little bit. When I get further up, I'll then record the bit for Debbie and others that have asked about how I'm joining it. So it's a bit easier for me to show you on camera. So I'm going, let's go to the award ceremony. I am here at the Pierhead building. There's the Welsh Assembly. There's the Pierhead building. So I am here with Ellie, and she's nipped to the loo. Very glamorous. And I've got one of Ellie's shawls on because Ellie kindly gifted me some wool, which some of you may have seen, and I haven't yet finished my shawl. So I thought it'd be a nice touch to wear some of Ellie's wool. So she's bought, this is the shawl that I'm going to make with my wool. So yeah, it's exciting. I can't wait to go and see all the amazing Welsh wool businesses. So let me take a bit of footage of the building to show you.
Diolch yn fawr iawn, Jackie, thank you very much indeed. Prynhawn da i chi, mae'n bleser cael bod yma heddi ac i nodi'r digwyddiad arbenigol, yr Eisteddfod wlad sydd yn cyfren i ddathlu a chydnabod y gorau o gynhyrchwyr gwlad o bwyd.
And I'm done, and I'm heading home. I will show you my certificate and my runners-up coaster in a bit when I'm back home. What a wonderful afternoon. It was glorious. The Pierhead building is beautiful. I've never been in there. Despite living in Cardiff, I'm walking past it most days. And there's the Senedd. So yeah, right. I need to go back to work. So I will speak to you in a little bit and I'll show you off the bits in more detail. I'm home. I finished work. It is 5:45. Just getting ready for tonight's Zoom with Irina and just checking in. So Ellie and I came runners-up in our category. So this was the Wool Creative category. We had the best little program with a AI generated sheep image. And there's a little program that has the sponsors of the awards on the back and the judges. And then, yeah, a little running order with the finalists. I'm not gonna show it too much. I said I'm gonna do a separate Wool Eisteddfod video, but we came runners up. So we had a certificate that we were a finalist. Ellie's got her own as well, which is super cute. That we both got one. It was really nice. So it says finalist 2023 Welsh tenor, a Welsh wool industry hero at the inaugural Wool Eisteddfod Lan, Wool Eisteddfod in Welsh, at the Senedd, 11th of October 2023. So that was really cool. And then the prizes were, I need to go and research this company. I've never heard of them before, but they're called Solid Wool. Hear that? That's wool. So all the runners up were given this amazing Wool Eisteddfod coaster. Amazing. As a little commemorative gift. And the winners had the same, but a larger, sort of a square size, kind of size. So yeah, a really nice memento of the day. And so Ellie and I had one each as well, which was really cool. So yeah, it was a wonderful day out. The winner of our category is Laura Thomas Textiles. And I'll pop Laura's details in the video description box below. I'm going to go and meet Laura in the new year. She's currently working on an exhibition that's going to be in North Wales that is then hopefully coming to Cardiff, I think she said, in the new year. But Laura does lots of different textiles, and she had some blankets on display. There was a felted blanket, there was a woven blanket. They were just gorgeous. So Laura's studio is about a 20-minute drive away from me. It's just outside Bridgend in South Wales. So yeah, we've agreed that I'm going to go and see her. So hopefully I'll be able to take you folks along with me. And spoke to lots and lots of people, made some new contacts, did a bit of networking. It was fine. I do it. I like to be the shy one. So yeah, it was lovely. So a huge thanks to Jackie and all the team at the Welsh Wool Alliance for organising. So you stay tuned, because stay tuned for another edition specifically about the Welsh Eisteddfod, because there were some people that had some of their products on display. So I took some footage of that, and I've got a bit of footage of the opening speech from the chair of the Wool Committee at the Welsh Assembly. So lots of footage that I can share, and thank you all for watching the Sheep to Skein series and being part of that, because it was because of all of you and your reception to that mini series that Ellie and I were able to be shortlisted. So I think this video is probably up about 20-25 minutes already. It might be a slightly longer one, but I'll put it up tomorrow, Thursday. So 10 to 6, I'm going to make a quick cup of coffee and empty the dishwasher. Life, right? And then I'm going to do my Zoom with Irina. And then I'm going to carry on knitting tonight, and then I will show you how far I've got tomorrow morning before I start work as the final bit of this video, and then I can edit it and put it up tomorrow night. So I'm not going to finish tonight. I don't think so. I'm halfway through triangle 2, but I'm going to go and do my chores, do the Zoom, and then I'll be back. As I nearly finish triangle 3, folks have asked, I might be too late with this now because I did say that I would do it, but clue 2 is now out, so I might be too late to share this. But if it helps someone, then it was worth including. So you get to the last stitch, slip as if to knit, and then you take the edge, and then what I've been doing is just picking this up and popping it on to the needle. So here is the outer edge, and what I like with the slip stitches is you have a clearly defined gap to go underneath. So pick that up and then knit through the back loop. So I've been popping my needle in, picking up the old stitch and the slip stitch, and then knitting that through the back loop. And it is really pretty on the back side because you get this lovely sort of raised edge. And then we spin around and off we go again. So I'm not making too bad progress. I'm nearly finished this triangle. So I will finish this and then I'll come back to show you the finished section 3, triangle 3. Okay. Right, there is my completed 3rd triangle. I keep telling Gemma, I've been voice noting her today, I keep telling her I'm finishing clue 3. Triangle 3. So I really like the join. I like the way it attaches to the slip stitch and it gives this nice little interesting detail up the spine. And I love coming up a level that you get, like that's there, then that one's up and that one's up. So I like that it's jagged, you can see it. I'm really pleased with it. I really love the colours, they're so subtle. I know folks often like to see the reverse. I've not done my ends. I started to show just now when I showed you that little, how I have been joining them. So there's the reversed spine, which I really like. I have been weaving Stephen as I'm going, so I'll give those a little snip. So yeah, that is the completed 3rd triangle, not clue 3. So there we are, end of this video. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I will get this done tonight, hopefully. Mark is on his way home from work. We've got a load of TV to watch. My mum and dad watch Emmerdale and Corrie, so do we. And they're like, oh my God. So we're very behind. I think like we've got all of last week's Emmerdale to watch and this, so we're not gonna catch up. I know one of the spoilers though. And I think we are up to date with Corrie just this week, but we've got MasterChef Australia and Married at First Sight and Celebrity Race Across the World. There's a few other things. Bake Off. Yeah, there's loads of telly. We're not going to watch all of that tonight. We'll have tea and then I'll probably fall asleep at 10 o'clock. It's my usual thing. But I'm hoping I can stay awake long enough to finish the 4th triangle, and then that's this week done. I was going to go around, and because I'm doing this as a square, and I'm not following the revised clue 1 pattern, I was going to go around and pick up the stitches, so I was ready to go for the next clue. But having watched clue 2's video this morning, I can start that clue directly into here by picking up the stitches. So spoiler, we're going around and working on 2 sides, I believe, having quickly watched the video. So I can do that pickup when I start tomorrow's clue, today's clue, which I'll try and do tomorrow. No, I won't have any knitting time tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are going to see our very good friend Sharon, and we're going to stay at her house. I'm picking Mark up. As soon as we finish work, we're heading straight to Swansea, which is an hour away-ish from us. So I won't get any more knitting done now till Saturday. I might film a bit at Sharon's. We're going to go out for dinner and have some drinks. I might have a break for filming tomorrow though and just start again on Saturday. But I'll be back at some point over the weekend. I've got band on the weekend. I've dropped my shawl. I've got band on the weekend Sunday. So I might try and do a bit of banding stuff. And then I'll show you where I get to. Hopefully by Sunday tea time, I will have finished this clue and I'll be on to clue 2. I won't talk about clue 2 in this episode. We'll wait till the next one. But I have watched the video and I did jump ahead to the end. I feel like there's been so much conversation with this year's MKAL. I'm kind of over the build by build surprise. I just want to see where it's going. And I was like, oh, so I like, but we won't talk about it yet. We'll start knitting on it. So thank you very much for being here. A slightly longer Vlogtober episode because I went to the Wool Awards. You know what's coming. So yes. Oh, I'm not sure what the thumbnail's going to be for today. Oh, I could do that. That could be the thumbnail because you don't know what's behind there in the thumbnail. I like to try and pick one because YouTube picks some really weird, random pictures. So yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for the slightly longer one. I went to the Wool Awards with Ellie. It was so good. I'm going to put the description to the company Hard Wool, I think. Solid Wool in the description box below. Have a look, check them out. It's amazing. There was a chair, I meant to say this. There was a chair and a trophy made out of this. So I need to know more about this. So yes, thank you for that. Random tangent now. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps me reach new people and helps YouTube recommend similar content to mine to you. Hit that subscribe button if you are not a subscriber yet. Thank you very much for being here. I really do appreciate you all. I will be back at some point on the weekend with some knitting. We haven't made Christmas cakes yet. I've got the orders from the family. I need to get cracking with that. That's probably a next week task. The month is running away with me already. There we go. Right, I'm going. Thank you for being here. Until we speak again, happy crafting.